Afternoon, everybody. How we doing? How are we doing? Just got, looks like I've got chocolate all over my front ear. Nice. Could be barbecue sauce, actually. How are we all doing, anyway? I think Tim jumped in a couple days ago, I think. Then Aston followed. Tim's in again. And Aaron. Excuse me. Got a bit of a frog in my throat today. Joe's in. Hi, Joe. Who else we got? I've got Nick. Hi, Nick. Yeah, it's been really sunny here all day today. It's not very warm, but it's been sunny. Afternoon, Derek. Basil Brush. Remember Basil Brush? Aaron's back in by the looks of it. Snow in Scotland. We haven't really had any snow here. There's a bit up on the hills I can see, but none by us. Afternoon, Anthony. How are you? Kelvin. Bob's in. Hi, Bob. Rob's in. Hi, Rob. Rob's radio channel and Dids. Bring on the finger. It's still off the booze, Dids. Not on the beer at the moment. And Les is in. Hi, Les. I'm hoping we got some radio cassette experts in today. A little bit better, Aaron. Not much, though. Yeah, she's not much. She's been off work sick this week. She's supposed to be going back tomorrow, but she doesn't look particularly special still, to be fair. The coughing's eased up a bit, though. Multi. Hi, Multi. Martin's in. Hi, Martin. No finger. Sorry, Dids. Sorry to disappoint. Benji's in. And Chris Milky. Hi, Chris. Benji. So, yeah. I've taken this further apart. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, that's a pain, Anthony, isn't it? The trouble is everywhere is so jammed up at the moment with flu people suffering. You know, the hospitals are absolutely rammed. Afternoon, Gavin. No, there's no 0% finger, Rob. No 0% finger, unfortunately. So yeah, today we've got the radio cassette. Now, it's really because I just fancy having another go at it, to be honest. I have got the belts in for it now. I've cleaned everything pretty much, I think. I have got some corroded heads, though. So I've got some corroded heads on it, which I'll show you in the microscope in a bit. But it's strange because the actual playing part of the head is not corroded, but the bit where the tape just rubs over, you know, the playing head is like, it's difficult to explain without showing it to you. But you only use half the playing head, and it's the other half that's corroded, which is strange. No, I haven't, Joe. I've only got the mech on the bench at the moment. I don't know if we'll be getting the whole lot on the bench. Ammonia and Lepicanthua. Jesus, that sounds dodgy, Aaron. That sounds like poison. You just closed a Phillips N2211 that had no sound. Now you have sound, but it's eating the tape. Sprocket's running slower. Oh God. Frog in my throat. I'm gonna have to get the I'm gonna get my medicine underway, aren't I? I'm gonna have to get some medicine underway. So I've got the old Big Heavy in there today because I've got some Thatcher's Zero. Now this stuff does taste nice, but what I would say is it's very sweet, so probably not that good for me from a sweetness point of view, but good for the no alcohol. But it is very sweet. Saying that, it says it's got, well, 6.3 grams of carb, 5.2 grams of sugar per 100 ml. So this has got 20 grams of sugar in this bottle. No, 25. 25 grams of sugar, that. I wonder how much that is in actual sugar. I wouldn't mind seeing how much that actually is physically in sugar, but it is sweet. The one I had last week, the Sanford Orchards red one, that one wasn't as sweet. That was actually quite nice. This is very nice, but sweet. Hi Mick, hi Bazaar. Dave Rhodes, hi Dave. Iron brew and black currant. You rebel, Aaron. 5 teaspoons. Body popping. I might throw a hip out. Gavin, how about that? Could throw a hip out, couldn't I? That's the only body popping I'll be doing. Popping body parts out. Body popping. Anyway, cheers everybody. There's a lot of sugar in it. It tastes a little bit like pear drops. You remember pear drops? It tastes a little bit like liquid pear drops. Katie's lovely, Dave. That's one of my favourite ciders. One bottle does you for the night. I might as well have a Coke. I know, Bazaar. Yes, I do, Aaron, and I know. Pear drops? I mean, you not heard of pear drops, Joe? You have to Google pear drops. Yeah, I've just had lunch, Anthony, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Cellulose paint thinner. It could be a bit of that in it, Benji. Anyway, you can just see lurking in the background part of the mechanism. Now I've taken the mechanism into two halves now. I've spent a little bit of time today just cleaning this up a bit because it was pretty grubby. All the rubber had gone strange. There was lots of dried grease on it. I've still got some stuff. There was sort of like a foam piece inside these springs that had perished. I just thought it was a bit of dust, but it was foam. Of course, that's left a layer of that little black bits everywhere on this. I don't really want to get into the mech. I have cleaned some of it out, but I've got a bit more to do by the looks of it. That one looks okay. This one's still a bit grubby. Yeah, that's the mech. Well, that's half of it. As you can see, we've got the other side there. All the drive units. There's so many moving pieces on this, it's unreal. I've never seen so many moving bits on a bit of kit before, ever. So many bits moving all different directions. How on earth do they invent something like this, you know? The engineering that's gone into this is incredible. So many parts that move. Little tiny wheels doing all sorts of weird and wonderful things that I haven't got a clue about. Little levers, and that's just on this side. You know, you got other stuff moves on the other side as well. It all does weird sort of things. There's little cams moving. It's a scary bit of kit, really. It really is pretty scary. But, you know, I've got all the black muck off now. Pretty much all the black muck is gone. Saying that's a little bit of a film of it on there, but I'll wipe that off with a... So yeah, all the black goo is gone. It needs retro brighting. Yeah, I think it's where the grease has got into it, you know, because this would all be covered. I think it's where the grease and the black muck from the, what should we call it, has got. And this, yeah, that's definitely a bit yellowed, isn't it? You can't retro bright that though, could you? It is very yellowed. You are right. You are right. Don't know when you can face them. They are nice. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice bit of kit to get going again. I mean, a lot of these cassette decks don't work properly now. I've got to be careful because the brake is on at the moment. I don't know how they work, but there's a brake on them. I did a little bit of research on these. I watched a couple of videos. There's not many videos on restoring these, actually. In fact, I only really found one decent video on restoring it. So I'm just jamming these little rubber brakes. Probably could do with turning them around. That's better. Yeah, because these little rubber pads are what stops the mechanism. So if your mechanism's running on a bit and you're chewing tapes, maybe that's the issue. As I say, I have been and done a lot of cleaning on this morning, so I'm pretty much there, I think, as far as cleaning's concerned. I've got to do a bit of lubing. Do a bit of lubing. Is that another rubber belt on there? So let me find my grease. Is that it there? No. Okay, let me find my grease. So it looks like I've used some sort of lithium grease on it. I mean, the only lithium grease I've got is in a spray bottle. I certainly don't want to be spraying lithium grease everywhere. Where's my other grease? I've got some special grease here somewhere. Always just saving it whenever you want something. I should have got it out earlier, but you know. There we go. So this stuff here is pretty good. Electrolube, special plastic grease. Plastic to metal contacts. And I'm sure it'll be fine with metal to metal contacts as well. Oh, there goes my chair again. I'm going down inch at a time. Right, so this is quite good because it has got a pointed nozzle on it as well, so it lets you get in to all the little nooks and crannies. Let's get my glasses on because some of this is quite small. Where am I? Got to do a bit more cleaning of this. I don't know what you call one of these, like a worm drive. Is it a worm drive you call it? One of these little things here, but there's still some of that black muck in this from the, oh god, I gotta get this chair done. It's literally doing my head. Ah, there we go. I'm going down further and further. Okay. So yeah, a lot of the grease in those worm drivers have gone hard. So I'll get some more in there. I don't know exactly how these work, but they're obviously doing something to do with this little mechanism over here. Just trying to get it distributed all the way through the drive. A little bit in there, maybe. Don't put too much on it because it only gets squashed out everywhere. Okay. This one. So what I want to try and achieve today is I want to try and get this mech all back together. Whether we get time to go any further than that, I don't know. Right, and there's lots of little bits that have got to be lubed. To lube spring pivots? Probably not. There. You don't want nothing in the tape path. there. And here. Right, what else moves on here? That does, but I think that's got to be, that's oil rather than grease on that. Done that one. Maybe probably in there. Definitely in there. That's all dried up. Let's get rid of that. I've gone down a foot, I reckon. Afternoon, Jeff. It's a worm, is it? Spray into a lid and use a paintbrush. Yeah, could do, but this plastic grease is fine. It's made for this sort of thing, really. So you've got a little bit of grease. See, that doesn't look like grease there. That should be oil, really. They're not running particularly free. Oh no. Yeah, we need a little bit of oil down in those two. A little bit of oil there. Let's stick some super lube down there. Okay, so some more bits that need lube. Right, I think, oh, there's another one there. A little uppy downy thing there. Right, have I got them all? Did do that one, didn't I? Not very well, though. Right. This side then, if we got one here that moves. Got that. So many moving parts. Be careful I don't get any on any rubber bits. Oh, God, I've got these little tiny washers. I've lost one already and managed to find it again. These little split washers that just retain all the bits and pieces. I've taken two of the wheels off, that's why I've got two exposed. But I think we're nearly there. I can nearly put the idlers back in. A bit of grease on that one. Right, let's catch up with the chat a minute. Let's see what you're saying about me behind my back. Mollycoat. Tom and Susie, welcome. Hi, GT Jeff's in. Hi, Jeff. Derek's in, Derek Taffman. Hi, Derek. Sunny here as well, mate. Yeah, Mac's looking pretty good, actually. Jeff, there's no gears broken or anything like that. A Techno warm coffee maker. Okay. Bailey's in. Hi, Bailey. No, I haven't, Bailey. I've not emailed you yet, mate. Did you want me to email you, Bailey? Mocha Master. Mocha Master. Right, okay. So I've got some extra bits in here. So first of all, I've got the ding, these thingies. I've also got these, the like capstan holders, which I've cleaned out. These have been in the ultrasonic cleaner. I've had the carburetor brush through these. They are squeaky clean. They were absolutely full with black goo. And I've also got the two capstan pulleys, both of which need cleaning by the looks of it. I thought I'd cleaned these, but I obviously haven't. It looks like I've started that one. I've done about a quarter of that one. Oh well. Bit more work to do yet then. We've got a little washer missing there as well. I must make sure that I get that one and put on. So more isopropyl required and some blue roll. I'll clean those. Yeah, there's a little tiny washer on these. I must remember to put the other one back on. Be careful not to bend the capstan as well. Yeah, surprising how much, I don't know if you can see that or not in the light, but it's surprising. They look quite clean, but they're not. Hopefully my radio works will. Hopefully my radio works will after what? Remember for 24 months. I don't know why it comes up with that sometimes. It sort of like highlights messages from members sometimes, and other times it doesn't. I don't know why. Unless Rob's doing something fancy. Rob's radio channel just became a sponsor, apparently. I'm not sure what that means, Rob. But you're already a sponsor. Unless you've just renewed, maybe you've just auto-renewed, perhaps. That might be it. It might be that today's your auto-renew day. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, there's little tiny fragments of old belt on this. I was really surprised that the belts hadn't gone to goo. It was only the little capstan tyres that had gone. Well, that's that one done. Nice and clean all the way around. Get it to focus. Yeah, so all the bits have gone off that one. This one's not too bad, actually. It seems one side's worse than the other, but it certainly looks like one deck has had more use than the other one, because you can tell that by just the piano keys. You know, the piano key pusher thingers. I don't know what you call them. Yeah, there's still muck coming off of this. It looked clean though. Let's get a fresh base and keep it going until it runs clean. God, there's no bishop here, dudes. Right, I think that'll do for that one. capstans. I've already cleaned the actual capstans themselves. Squeak, 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 squeak. Yeah, so the only way that you can get these two out and these two wheels off is to strip the mechanism off of the back plate here. So that's the only way. You've got to strip this piece here off of here, which is pretty scary, because there's all sorts of bits that can ping off and have pinged off. Punged off? Pinged off. Right, let's have a look now. These go. These go in that piece over there, not this piece. All right, so they go on in a minute. As do they. So these two bits here have got to go on. Again, I've cleaned these up. These have been in the... Thank you, Rob, for more grease. I don't need more grease. That grease will last me years. These have been in the Ultrasonic. Let's see, these are stretched a little bit because I've had them on the end of the thing. See if I can do them from the top there. Yeah, that's that one. Hopefully they'll shrink back. Just give it a little tweak with the old tweezers. We don't want these springing off halfway through the nanomascori tape. With Des O'Connor or anything else. Well, that's those two on. Okay. Jerry, how you doing, mate? Watch and learn. I'm learning as I go, Jerry, on this one. So if you've got one of these, then all good. Right, that's that bit done for a minute. We need to get this bit involved now. There's a few things on this one. Firstly is the motor pulleys. I've cleaned one up. Might need the little Scotch-Brite pad for that, actually. That might be a bit better. Let's grab a Scotch-Brite. It might be a bit easier. Keep ripping bits off it, but there's belt remnants on these, so you've got to get it all off. Otherwise it'll affect the way it all plays, and the whoa and flutter and the woe is me and all that sort of thing. Nice. Yeah, I don't know whether these motors need stripping down or not, but I suppose if it ain't broke type thing, but then we don't know if they work or not because we've not been able to play this one. Right, that's cleaned them out. Let's just give them a run over with the isopropyl to make sure they're clean. Yeah. Right, all I can do is put a little bit of light oil down the O. Oh, I wasn't there. I was gone. Keith, how you doing, mate? Sharpie, how are you? Hope you're on the up. Yeah, getting there, mate. Right. See, I did have a thinner oil, which I think is preferable, but I lost the top and it decided to bleed out all over the bench. I must get some more. See that cheap Duratol stuff, but how cool. Whoa, got one there, but I can't get the top off that. Feels a bit. I think it's blocked. Tartan Precision Oil 3M Deutschland. Yeah, that's a bit, because the Super Lube's a little bit too thick, I think, for motors. Where's my little carb cleaning set? Let's see if I can find one small enough to go down in there. Good old carb cleaner. Yep. Let's get the carb cleaner back in there. I think there's a little bit of solid oil in there somewhere that's gone hard. Ah, now it's coming. Ha ha ha. Now she's going. Yeah, that's better. There is a bearing on the bottom as well, but I don't really want to take them out unless I've got to. Okay, this is another thing on this board here. In underneath this board, there's a load of switches. I can sort of see most of them here. Well, I can see some of them here, put it that way. I can see those two there, those two there, there's two there I can't see. That one and that one. So these are all the switches that do all the different functions are underneath here, look. So I want to try and get at those. So, of course, typical almost little scrap bits of paper I chucked in the bin just now, didn't I? A bit foolish, wasn't it, Graham? Oh, there's a bit down there. Yeah, so what I want to do is just spray a little bit of deoxit on this paper. Just pop it in and switch. Yeah. Yeah, they're not dirty really. I just use that to push them on. You don't really want any abrasive on them if you can help it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6 of them done. We'll finish it off with a little drop of D500 on it, on each contact. So just put a little bit of this on each one. Oh, not that there is such thing as a little bit, is there? Why does it always come out like mad? I don't want loads of oil running down the thing. Don't squeeze, Graham, just touch it. There. That's that side done. Let's pop it over. So there's bits of plastic with springs and that falling off everywhere here, look. It's scary stuff. And where's the other contacts? Okay, we've got some weird... couple weird contacts there. Don't like the look of those. They're going to get a squirt of deoxit. You're going to get a squirt. Because the video I watched, the guy's auto reverse and that always, yeah, tape direction and everything was all over the shop, and that was down to these springs, switches. They're pretty aggressive. Right, okay. Stop messing about with that, Graham. I know you like the noise. Stop it. Stop it. All right. As you can see, it's a bit scary. Yeah, some of the Sony decks were really nice, Sharpie. Rob's off again. Laptop repairs. Burnishing papers. I had to lap the heads in a short boombox back along. Took ages, became a climb. Seems to be a thing with them. Afternoon, Rolf. So, how'd you get on with the little prongs then, Aston? Did you just bend them out of the way? I'll show you what the heads look like in a minute. There's more gooey, dried up grease to get off first. I thought I got all of that off, but clearly I hadn't. Right, so I'm just putting some grease on the bits that move, that have got old grease on them. Hopefully not greasing any parts I shouldn't. Pardon me. I put a lot of grease on that. I don't know why. I just did. Did look like it had a lot of grease on it before though. There's another bit down here. One of these buttons operates that by the looks of it. Don't know which one though. Okay. There's loads and loads, as I say, of moving parts on these things. They're pretty scary. God, this grease. Ah. It's getting very hard to push through. I suppose it's better than just squirting it everywhere, isn't it? But that's a bit better. That one was glued to this side. Right. And that, I think, is going to have some of our... Actually, we don't need that thin, so put some super lube on that. Doing. Right, where's my end for that gone? End for that one. Right, okay, what else have we got? A bit of oil on that maybe. I'm hoping this is going to be a really nice radio cassette when it's done. Right, let me show you. Actually, first of all, let's put some bits back. Let's put these back in. Now, which way round do they go? Do they go in that way? Or do they go in that way? They've got to go in. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at my photos, and I can't remember which way they go back in. That was a quick lunch. What's that, Aston? Take them out and do it from top to bottom. You can do it the other way, but it's fiddly. Take them out. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Aston. Oh, take them out and do it from top to bottom. Take them out and do it from top to bottom. Are you on about the heads? Yeah, they're very over-engineered. You need a degree in engineering to put the things back together again. Right, let's see if I can find the pictures I took before I took them all to pieces. Because I did take a lot of pictures. So it looks like the short bit is what's sticky throughy. No. Okay, hang on. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's sharp. It is blimmin' sharp. Oh, I think I just cut my fingers on that. Okay, so the short bit sticks through this side by the looks of it. So it goes sort of like that way. That bit sticking through, yeah. And the long bit sticks out the back, okay. And now everything I touch, I'm getting grease on my hands. Rather too much than too little though, isn't it, eh? So let's put these back in. What sort of grit do you use for lapping heads then, Aston? You've got to use some pretty fine paper for that. I'm going to put a little bit of thread sealer on the back of those by the looks of it. Cracking up, boy. What's the matter with you? Ah, more grease on my fingers. Who greased all this up like this? Brett, how you doing? Oh, come on, flip that screw right across the room. Would not be good. What are you on about, Brett? Mafco paste and stick kit? What on earth's that? Be careful with these, because I don't want to break a screw. So when I think of it, I'm just going to put a little bit of thread lock on the back end of those. I don't like touching this stuff because it gets everywhere. As you can see, it sticks to everything as well. I can't grab hold of anything now because my hands are so greasy. Yeah, this stuff gets everywhere. Now what I'm going to put this on with, just put it on with this, I think. Let's put the lid straight back on that. So extreme thread locker, extreme. So I'm just going to put a little tiny dab on there. It's actually identical colour to what's actually on there. We'll find some more dried up grease. There. Now to get rid of that quick off the bench because it gets stuck to everything. Yuck. Oh, valve paste. Yeah. I remember lapping valves in back in the day, Brett. That used to take some time, didn't it? The old rubber suction thing. You use diamond polish, then Teflon polish. Right, so I can see some dried up grease on this side of the board now as well, this side of the Mac. I say dried up, it's not actually that dry, but it is a bit too dry. It's only going to get worse over the years, so just trying to dig it out and put some clean stuff back in. I have seen videos on YouTube of people polishing heads with varying grits of paper. Yeah, that grease up there is particularly hard. Yeah, it's gone really hard there. What is that then? Can I just take that off, or will something ping out the way if I unscrew that? God knows. Let's see. Is this spring loaded? Will I never get it back on again? No, I'm not happy with that. It's under a lot of tension. Stick that screw back in, I think. Yeah, let's stick that, keep that in. Let's keep that in, Graham. And grease has gone very dry on that. And on the other side. Ugh. Just drop that onto my phone. Nice. Right. Where's this one? Close that one. Close that one then. Pass. This one. God, I wish this grease was a bit easier to push out. Oh, two-handed job. It's going to come out massive, great splurge in a minute, isn't it? That's more dried up grease down there. That's nice. That one's not too bad down there. Oh, I've got grease on the pinch roller now, look. Ah. That won't do. Grease on everything. Well, as I say, there's so many moving parts, it's unreal. Oh, grease on the record head. Nice. No, erase head even. No, record head, sorry. It's a record head. It's not got a fancy erase head, this one. Don't know how the erasing's done, actually. Oh dear, never ending. Right. Let's show you what these heads look like then. Then we'll have your opinion as to what to do about them. I've got grease on the, I forgot that, I've got grease on the record head. So let's just get that off a minute. I'm sure that won't go down well. Isopropyl on the piano keys. Again, that won't help. George, how you doing? Ricardo, how are you? Right, heads. Let's have a look at the heads. I need to get in fairly close on these. Right, that is the head. So you can see there is a bit of corrosion there. I don't know if I can sort of angle it a bit and put it back that way, that way. Yeah, it's difficult to get it actually in shot properly, but you sort of get the drift. I can go in even closer, but there's this little lever here's in the way. Is that better? So the actual head surface itself is okay. It's literally is the bit beside it. Look, see the corrosion on that? Yeah, so I was thinking of trying, I come out a bit, zoom back out. There you go, up or down. Yeah, you can sort of, unfortunately this lever is in the way. I can angle it back a bit maybe. Yeah, got a bit of glare on it. Okay. There you go, that's better. So it's only a little bit. It's not actually on the playing surface, it's on the surface that the tape rests on, the other side of the tape, if you know what I mean. And I don't know if I'll be able to get the other one in. Can I? A little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. See, that's pretty much the same. There's only a little bit of surface corrosion. It'll just make it, the problem is you'll wear the tapes out, Brett. If you've got it corroded like that, it'll cause wear on the tape. Yeah, I think so, George, something very fine. It'd have to be something pretty fine. I don't know, I don't think I can get down that close. You won't be able to see it very well on this camera, but you sort of get the gist of it. So I mean, I have got some of this wadding polish. Do you think that might get it off? Brasso. George, you carry on with your 800 grit flap wheel. Get your flaps out of this. The problem is you can't really sort of get in there to get anything on it, really. You can't. And it's these little spiky bits here that cause a real problem, because you can't go right the way across the head because you keep catching these little ears. I've seen people bending them up, but to me that's a right botch. But be careful, I don't want to scratch the heads, that's the thing. So I can put it on a little tiny sort of screwdriver tip, but Don't know if that's made any difference at all. Fine valve grinding paste in the double-sided tin with coarse on one side and fine on the other. Yeah, I ain't got any of that, George. I've got T-cut. Let's just see if that's actually done any. That might have done it. Hang on. Let's just have a look. Apologies. Zoom you back out a bit. Just having a quick look under the microscope. See if that has done anything. I'll tell you what, it's a pain in the neck, this. Careful. Where are we? Yeah, that is better. Let's go over to the other head again. That's crusty. Not so crusty. It has improved it, that. It has improved it. Polish it with the Dremel. Yeah, I've got some very fine jeweler's rouge. This seems to have gone a bit dry, this stuff. I mean, Never Dull's gone a bit dull. Yeah, that's not very wet anymore. T-cut on a felt pad in a Dremel. Yeah, we might get the Dremel out in a minute. Just trying to see if this makes any difference at all. Let's get a bit aggressive on it. Tell you what, that is working. There's obviously lots of bits of wadding everywhere. Yeah, that is a lot better. Trouble is, I can't get it in between those two little spikes, really. I can, but not very easily. I wonder if I can just push it on that. So only really need to worry about the bit that the tape travels through. Stuff's everywhere here. Some of us saddos do, Joe. George even. Well, I'll tell you what, that's that is a big improvement. It's just I can't quite get in where these ear things are. Let me see if I've got anything in my box of Dremel bits. You can't beat the Johnsons at baby cotton buds, Brett. It's a game changer, mate. You need to try them. Yeah, they're not really fine enough to get in there. The Dremel bits, the Dremel thingamajiggeries, jiggeries. That's abrasive wheels. We don't want to do that. But lots of other Dremel kits about. Better, right. Let's see if any of my other kits have got slightly smaller wheels in them than that one. Got Dremel kits all over the place here. Can never have too many Dremel accessories. I mean, that'll get the outside bit off, but it'll create loads and loads of dust and muck all in the mechanism. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think if you take them out, it might be, but in situ, I think that's a no. What have we got in this box here? Ash guaranteed burrs, look. Wow. That's old. British and best. Burrs. Never seen them before. Okay, so we've got some Dremel-y things here. Yeah, they're a bit better than the Liddell specials, but actually there's a cotton one there. That might do it. Ah, we might be talking now. There's a little cotton one there. A cotton buffing wheel. What about that? That looks a bit thinner as well. That might get into the gap. It might get into the gap. What do you think? Sandra, how are you? And Ben, both in. Plenty of flat wheels here, Brett. If that's your thing. It's not for this job. This cotton one is thinner. Yeah, just wondering whether that might actually do it, because I'm hoping that'll mold itself in between those two little prongs. Now I've got some cutting compound there, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what grade it is. So a bit of teacup might be the best option. Or I have got some silver polish here. What about a bit of silver polish? Or is that too thick? Looks like Germaline. Soaking into the cotton. Well, we can but try it, can't we? Where's my little Dremel-y thing? It's going to be the wrong limit thing now. Oh no. try this one. George, what are you going on about? You're just trying to destroy my radio cassette, aren't you? Please ignore what George says most of the time, people. He does. Sometimes he is sensible, but it's rare. Sometimes George can be very helpful. Right. Let's just see if this flings everywhere a minute. Right, yeah, it did sort of fling everywhere, but let's give it a go. How are we going to do this? Let's cover some of the mechanism and that up. Let's give it a go. Right, let's see if that has cracked it. It's not something I intended to do today, this, but I'm doing it by the looks of it. It looks like I'm doing it. Right. Let's go over it with a dry cotton bud. I think we might have cracked that. Let me show you a comparison then. Got lots of dust from the polishing compound everywhere. Let's why have we lost the microscope then? So where are we? Let me see if I can get it lined up in the shot. So this is the before. So that's one that I haven't cleaned. Let me just get over this side. See if we can't get this one in shot. Yeah, still needs a bit of work, you know, but that's after. I mean, still got a little bit of corrosion down there, but I can't really get in between those two prongs. But that to me looks very good. Oh. Just that it's got a little bit of corrosion on the back end there, but I mean it's a hell of a lot better than it was. So shall we have a go at this one? So that's the before. See, it's crusty right the way across that face. So the bit I'm sort of looking at is here, really. Right across this face here. That's pretty much where the tape touches, is in that area. So let's get Dremelin or Lidelin, park siding. Let's get park siding and see what we can do. Just drape this a bit more over the radio cassette because it seemed to get everywhere just now, even though I covered most of it up. Let's turn that off. Unfortunately, the yellow's blowing the camera out. You can just about sort of see it there. I think I will put a bit more of that polish on here. So say this is very fine silver polish, so it's about the finest I've got in liquid form. I have got some Jeweler's Rouge somewhere. That's downstairs in my knife sharpening stuff. Right, so once again I'm going to spin it on my hand rather than on the thing. Let's get my eye protection on as well. Wrong button, wrong button. Too aggressive, too aggressive. Okay. Right, well, maybe pushing a little bit harder on a higher speed has got it into the bit that I couldn't clean before, so that might have actually done us a favour there. Well, I think that's a big improvement. Let's have a look. Right. Let's see if I can get it back on the camera shot. Come on, camera, where are you? There we are. Well, it could do with a bit more, couldn't it? There's still like quite a bit of crusty around the sort of edge there, but it has brought it up quite nice. It needs a bit more. It needs a bit more. It needs a little bit more. Let's say I think this is the head that's not been used much, if you know what I mean. It's had less use, this one. So probably more corroded through lack of use. So it's getting there. It's certainly got the surface corrosion off. Right, in we go again. Okay, I'm going to have a little go at the other one, pushing the cotton into the groove, so to speak. You know, don't copy this unless you know what you're doing, because I don't know what I'm doing, so what I may be doing is totally wrong. What I'm doing may be totally wrong, so unless you know, I would not copy it. But it might be right. We might be doing good here. I'm hoping we're doing good. No, it's going to catch that, isn't it? Something had to be done though, because as I say, that would have just worn the tapes away. That would have done. We would have been eating through tapes, especially with old pre-recorded ones. You don't want to be doing that. I am actually quite happy with those now. That is a massive difference. That is a huge difference. You know, I usually like to get drastic with these things, but sometimes you've got to go a bit gung-ho on it, haven't you? Those heads are perfectly okay now. I'm happy with those. Let me just have a look. I've got some gunk on this one to deal with. Where is it? Where are you, head? Yeah, I mean there's still corrosion there, but not anything like it was. Where are we? Down here. Yeah, these damn ears are a pain in the backside. Yeah, so we've got some pitching on the head, but it's nice and shiny now, so it shouldn't affect the... What I'm trying to say, it shouldn't affect the tape now. I've still got a little bit of fluff stuck in there, I think. Is it fluff or is it just a little bit of the cleaning compound, I think? What can I get in there that's really fine? A bit of blue roll. Hey Jess, how are you? Right, well, just trying to position it in the microscope. Where are you? That's that one. You know, it's not perfect, but most radio cassettes, if you put them under a microscope like this, you'll see imperfections in the head, but that's pretty good now. I'm quite happy with that. If I could get it in the camera so as it wouldn't reflect, it would be even better. There you go. That's 100 times better than it was. And the other one, where is he? That one's even better, really. So there we are. That should be enough. I've just got to clean all of the powder and muck off now that's come off of that. Off of the wad-in. Don't really want that wandering around a cassette mechanism. Yeah, it's got everywhere in here. As I thought it would. The problem is if you take them out, you've got to realign them all, and I don't want to be messing about too much with the alignment on this. I will no doubt have to do an alignment on it, but oops. If I start undoing the heads, I've got to start from scratch. I have seen people advertising some quite good quality cassette heads on eBay. I never know whether they'll work if it's the same size, maybe just plug and play, is it? Or does it have to be the same frequency response? I mean, can you get a better frequency response with a better head? Right. Need to give this a good going over. So I'm just giving the whole of the thing a rub over wherever there's any sort of dust. Any fluff, bits of wadding, which there's a lot of. Let's give the pinch rollers a wipe over. So hopefully you'll agree that that was well worth doing. Christian, how you doing? Rampton, how are you, mate? Hi to Evan. Drum and bass for the Maryland Massive. I missed a bit of the chat, so apologies for that. I had me head in the Dremlin situation. Right, capstan. Let's stick the old brushes through that a minute. Make sure we've got any dust in those. We don't want those wearing away prematurely. Right, okay, I think now is time. I've got so much stuff on my bench here at the moment that I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Stuff everywhere again, as per usual. Metal polish, silver polish, everything polish. Sure, I think that was in there actually. Right, I think we can think about getting this mechanism back onto the back now. So make sure we've got any Being nasty lurking there. Okay, we've got to get these things here back on. So I think they go on, sit on there. Let's zoom you out a bit. Looks like it. And that one. Should they have a little bit of grease on those? Probably. That should though. Let's go miss that bit. Okay. This is the really tricky bit now. Because this bit here has got to go back through. Back on here somehow. There's lots of levers and little tiny bits that have got to mate up and match up, and there's bits that have got to go through holes, and I took loads of photos, so okay, we're getting there. Oh, hello. No, abort, abort. So that bit's fallen off again. Go on there. Go on. That's sticking there. So is that got to come up a little bit? No. Okay. It's got to stick through there. Okay, we're not quite out of the water yet. Getting there. Something's not poking through here, right? That's okay. That one's okay. That's okay. Something else has popped out somewhere over this side. Somewhere here. That's in there, that's there. Very close. I had it then. I had it then, it's popped back out again. Oh dear. No, that can't go against that. Okay, these things here had to... Where were these two now? Is it these that are causing the... This is mega complex now. Because we are nearly there, but there's just something somewhere that's just stopping it going fully back. And as I say, there's lots of things got to poke through the holes here. That one's got to poke through there. There's another one there. There's another one down there. Why did I take this out, eh? That one there. That's good. That's clear. Seems to be hanging up here somewhere by these wheels. They're definitely in the right place. Is it that got to go up then? So that bit's travelling up. Why isn't this one then? Bear with me while I just talk to myself. This side seems to be jammed for some reason. What's jamming that then? It won't come back off now either. Don't take these apart, will you? Hello, that looked nicer. That looked nicer. How have we done that then? Aha! I think we may be there. I don't think we're quite in there though. No, we might be. I think we're in. I just need to clean all this muck off my hands a minute. I think we might be there. It is a bit overcomplicated, isn't it, Ben? It's pretty scary. Tallying them too. Right, I think we might be almost there, but I don't think something is sort of telling me that that mechanism on that bottom there isn't in right, but the back panel is now attached. So you need to get some screws. Now I've got to have to make sure I get the right screws as well now. Oh, I tell you what, this is craziness, isn't it? So what I had to do pretty much was loosen those two just to push those wheels over, and the whole lot then just pops down. I think I'm sort of wondering is whether that's down far enough there. Because the mechanism underneath I can't quite get to. Yeah, it is on. Right, let me find out what screws went in there then. Wizard of Oz. I'm just catching up with the chat at the moment. Cheers, George. Oh, I had the bloody stuff up then. Right. So it is the flathead. That's the other side, isn't it, that it all screws on. Yes, it's the ones with the flat heads on them. So you should try and get one attached right in the center here. We've got lots of different size heads on these things as well, just to make things, not heads, lots of different length screws. Got one screw in. Let's get one over this side in. Two. Okay, that needs to go. Where's that got to go? More pictures needed. Goes in there. It goes underneath that one, so that's got to go up. There we are. That's better. Oh, things are starting to. Oh, everything's dropping into place now. Just that one little tiny piece, look, and everything's dropped into place. So I'm putting the screws back in the same thread as they came out of, just by turning them back a little bit till they go plop. Okay, we're getting there. Any more screw holes here? This mech here is still stuck, I think. Ah, there we are. Okay. Right, any more screws? There's lots more screws there, but I think that's everything in there. Scary stuff, isn't it? I mean, I've not got anything back together yet. Really? So the capstans pop down through there. And we've got to somehow get the tyre on at the same time. That's going to be fun. But there is some springy thingies to put on the back here first before we can put the capstans back in. There's this big spring here that goes on somewhere that I took off. Anybody know where that one goes? No, we're not going to bother with shortwave on this, Rob. It's always a bit of a compromise on stuff like this. Right. So the big spring thing goes hang on, it's that way up, so it goes in there, it goes right the way around over that one there. Okay, right, no. So now, on there, okay. So something here somewhere's got a release to let you push the play button. So there's something here that goes down when you've got a tape in it, I think. Is it that one? jammed again. Something not quite right here. I'm sure it's to do with this center lever here somewhere. Yeah, it seems to be this one's jamming. It's free again now. Okay, now that is the same for both sides, all right. I'm just getting my head around how the mechanism works. So, thanks for subscribing, Steve Harper. Okay, so I think as far as the mechanism is concerned, we are good. We are good. I'm pretty sure I've got all the screws in there. Difficult to actually know for sure. I can't see any holes that haven't got screws in them though. Okay. Still got a bit of that pink stuff. That's sticking like glue, that is. The old pink polishing compound. Still found a little bit in there. We don't want any of that anywhere, really. Right. So as you can see, it's a hell of a mechanism. I mean, it's crazily over-engineered, isn't it? I'm sure they simplified it over the years as technology got different, but this is old school with everything being mechanical, you know. Right, next job is capstan tires. This is the bit I've not been looking forward to. So basically, you've got to get a bit of rubber in there. I can't get in very close with this camera, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a bit of rubber got to go in here, in that little housing in behind there. So the capstan comes through. If you can see that, you can see the capstan coming through there, It's got to go into a bit of rubber. One of these little things. So I don't really know how to do this. All I know is it's a pain in the backside, but you never know, it might go dead easy. And I'm thinking, well, what was all the fuss about, you know? What was all the fuss about? Haha, yeah. First thing is, how do you get the thing in the hole to start with? Like that. So then I've got to sort of try and push the caps down through that. Way. Wow. It's in. So how far does it have to be up the shaft, so to speak? It's got to be. So we've got to push it back a little bit. Back a bit more. Too far. Cool. Everything's turning, it needs to go forward a little bit more. Problem is, once it's in there, you don't really know how long it is. Yeah, maybe too far now. No. The problem is I can't see in there. Turn my microscope light off. Let's get the eyes on. So I'm just trying to see in that little gap there, just to center up the capstan tire. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Right, let's see if we can do it with the other side. Well, that was quite easy. I don't know what's all the fuss about, you know? Do you not want any grease on this bit? I can tell you. No grease. This needs to be a grease-free zone. Yes. I think we are good. Yes, we're in. We're in. Both capstan rubbers are in. The tyre is fixed onto the shaft, and see if I can, yeah, can you see there's a wheel here? You see that one? So when this mechanism's in the up position and locked, it pushes that onto that tyre to turn the idler wheel. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah? Trying to see which one pushes there's a lever here somewhere that I wonder if I need a cassette in there to test that. What have we got here? I don't really want to put Elvis in. And we got a bit of Nana score or something to go in there. What's this one here? Synthesizer hits. I don't really know which one's the play button. I mean, with that in, the mechanism should go up. So let's play on that side. Ah, there we are, let's play. Grease on the pinch roller. We have a grease on the pinch roller situation. Okay. We're on the wrong side, weren't we? Looks like it plays left to right. Oh. Yeah. That's okay. Let's get a bit of tape going through. That must be stop then, so that's obviously play. Stop. Play. Stop. That must be eject then, is it? Yeah, that's eject, that one. But that seems to hang the mechanism up. Yeah. All right, I'm just trying to learn how the mechanisms work, and that's all. It's hellish complex. It's hell of a complicated. So it looks like this is the play button here. But if you've just ejected it, you've got to push that one up. That's a play. That's a stop. One of these is pause. Actually, one of those is probably fast forward and rewind, I expect. Right, I think we need to put the belts on and the back piece. So this is the motor doings, gubbins. I've got a horrible feeling. Yes, right, okay. I've got to take these out again because one of these is missing a little washer. What a pain. And it's that one. How about that? A 50-50 chance. Now, where is that little washer? That's the next question. There. Oh, maybe not. See that one? Yeah. Well, 50-50 chance there, and I got the one right first time. How about that? Let's get this one lined back up again then. Right. Try again. So this bit goes over here. Rubber bit's got to come off. How are we doing for time? How are we doing for time? That's got to go in there. We need a little tiny bit of grease. Well, actually, just in there. Okay. So we've got to get our belts on before we go mental. So we've got our belt kit from the Deck Tech people. I did pay for these this time, so this wasn't a freebie. So we've got drive belt kit, Sharp GF-666E. It didn't actually do a 666E, but apparently the 555E is exactly the same. So, yeah. Now I've got to try and remember how these go now. So we've got 3 belts. One is for the doodad day. Got one each here. But they need to go on second, don't they? Because the big belt needs to go on first. It's got to go on the motor, which is up here. Again, try not to get any grease on this because I've got grease everywhere in here now. Whose idea was it to grease all this lot up? Who told me to do that? I have got grease on it. Oh no. So you've got to this thing is a pain in the ass, this umbilical cord. So it goes that way around? No, that way around. So I could put it to there, but then I'm going to have to undo it before I do that. Right, will it ping onto that one maybe? Yeah. Come on. You know you want to. Right, so I've just got them hooked up on here for the minute. That one. And that one. Now, where does the counter drive belt go? Where does the counter drive belt go? That's my next question. I think that goes here somewhere, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think it's driven off of any of this lot. So let's get this gear. Motors, gears, motors even. Now there's a solenoid shaft that's got to go in there. Mustn't forget that. It's got to go in there. And that goes in there. There. Can't remember exactly how that goes for now, but we're getting there. We are getting there. What are we doing? I've got to find out where the counter belt goes. There's lots of other bits I've probably got to undo and redo. Right, now I should hopefully be able to just hook the belts over the motors. If you can see that. Maybe if I put it that way, you might. So we need to get a hooky thingy. Let's get, where's my other hooky thingy? Typical, can't find the right hooky thingy when I need it. We'll just use this one for now then. One. You can see that or not. And the other one is here, hanging by a thread. Okay. We are belted up. Apart from the must keep that separate as well. Apart from the other belt for the doodad thing. So we've got tires, we've got belts. Need to sort the counter belt. Now where's that going to come off of one of these, I'd have thought. I'm pretty sure that goes in the front and goes over to the mechanism over there. How are we doing for time anyway? You did buy me those hooks, Rob. Yes, you did. They are very useful. Grease on anything is not good, is it? So I've got a little bit of grease on one of the belts there. Well, it's only just on the outer edge that I can see. Yeah, it's a little bit there. They're gone. Just run a cotton bud all the way along it just in case. And on the wheel. So we're looking good. I'm pleased with where we've got with that. So we've got shiny, shiny heads now. So I think, is that the mech done? Have we done the mech? All appears to be very nice. Rubber might be some, no, not really. So play. That's turning, that's turning. That's turning. Stop. Play. Yeah, we are looking good. Yes. Oh, what a nightmare. Motorhead. We're on about Motorhead. Ace of Spades. Yeah, good. Apologies if I've missed loads of the chat, but hopefully you can appreciate how complicated this thing is. It's more than a little bit scary, especially when we're going into like getting the Dremel out on the playback heads. Madness. So I'm just cleaning in between the keys as much as I can. Better to do it now than it is later. I don't know what that key there is. It doesn't. That one doesn't seem to do anything. that's pulls there. Yeah, that's pulls for that side, that's pulls for that side. That one doesn't seem to be doing anything, which is a little bit of a worry. It might mean that we've got something in behind not really connected up properly, but yeah, strange. It doesn't appear to act on anything unless it... There doesn't appear to be anything connected to that key at all. Just strange. I don't know if you can see that, but the key is through here. And it doesn't act on anything that I can see, unless it's something to do with the solenoid. Let me go and get the front panel and have a look a minute. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that, Martin. I'm just going to get the front panel a minute. Oh, it might actually be the counter reset. It's dark. Ah, hang on. I think the front panel on that is inaccessible. Okay. I can see it over there, but I can't get to it because it's Mrs. Cruncher's Christmas bags. I've just tipped glitter everywhere now, look. I can see Pongo. Pongo's in that bag. No, Pongo! Don't leave me! Don't leave me, Pongo! Mrs. Cruncher got special bags for my stuff. Oh! Oops! Right. Yeah, all my tacky Christmas decks for my workroom. Right. I thought for a minute it was up in the loft, but no, it's here, look. So that center one is... Let me see, which one are you? It's edit. It's an edit button. It's an edit button according to that. What on earth is that for? Because it literally doesn't contact anything. know if anybody out there's got one of these, but let me get you in. Let me get you in close. So we're looking about here. It doesn't want to do that, does it? Let's come down a little bit. So you've got your two pause buttons. And then in between we've got an edit button. And it seems to be connected across to this side with this little line. Grain Joey. Yeah, so I'm not sure. That button literally doesn't seem to do anything. I can't see it connected anywhere. Of course, there's no, I haven't got a user's manual for this. Did we download a user manual for it? I can't remember now. But yeah. It literally is not connected to anything unless it connects to something in behind. Oh, my grease is... Yeah, I can't make head or tail of that. It literally has got nothing to connect to. So I just found somewhere else to put some grease. Unless it's something in the actual chassis that it connects to, you know? But yeah. I can sort of show you it, I think, maybe. Can you see it there, look? So that's it. It's not attached to anything. I can't see anything that would slide down into that position either. We'll have to see if we can find a user's manual for it and find out what it does. But yeah. Nothing. Put it in pause mode. So it would need to be in because it does point across to the other deck. So if this one here is in pause, which is there, but then it seems to be, it's got a sort of pointer across to the eject. Oh no, ignore that. It's just the whole, yeah. No, it just says it's tape 2. So it only works with tape 2 by the looks of it. Something to do with the record facility. So if I can put it into, if I come out a bit. So if I push, hang on, we've got to push play and record. Now will the, no, so pause. So that's in the recording position now. But no, still nothing at all to act on. Unless I haven't got something hooked up properly, but that's a long way from anything, really. Trying to see if there's anything here it would act on. Literally is connected to nothing. And I managed to get grease on it now. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. Ivan, something is missing off the back of the edit knob, Ivan. Is it now? I've got nothing here. Unless it's something that's connected to the actual case, Ivan, maybe. I must put those two washers on the front there, actually, before I forget. Where's the other one gone now? There. Yeah, it might be something on the case, maybe, that it acts on. Looks like there's a white lever in the body. It might well be something in the body. Thanks for that, thanks for that, Martin. You are the sleuth. So certainly not on the front panel. It must be in the actual body of it itself. Ah, yes, it is. It is a little white lever in the body. Oh, Christ. Yeah. There is a lever here. So that acts on this switch. So that switch there must do some sort of editing function, or mutes it, or I don't know what. Yeah, there, look. Oh, flipping heck. Yeah, lots of more complex things yet on this thing, isn't there? So we've got our record playback switch, which is going to need a good dosing of deoxit. That's going to need a good dose of deoxit. So that switch there must go in underneath that and push it upwards when you push it down. Very nice. Right, deoxit then. Let's squirt some of that down. We need this. This is the record playback switch over here, this silver thing. You can see that. But they are the most problematic things in any radio cassette player. You need to get lots and lots of switch cleaner in that. I don't know how many contacts there is in them things, but there's probably 30 contacts in it. Somewhere around there. There's a lot of switch contacts. Put a bit of blue roll down there. Stop it getting all over the board. But poke a bit of blue row in underneath that. Give it a good proper dousing. Just can't really get into it like from the top and squirt it all the way down through. Yeah, I might be able to just hook it in. No. Just trying to see if I can get it in from a different angle. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Are you interested? So I'm trying to squirt in the top of this. I can just about see the top of it, but Oh, I'll tell you what a beast of a machine this is. So I don't think I'm going to do any capacitors in this. I will potentially pull a few just to check, but it was sounding fine. So I've got loads of other things to do. I've got these faders here to do. I've got these switches here to do. More faders and switches and loads and loads of stuff. Now that one there, can I get any deoxit down that switch, I wonder? Or maybe the other way up. Is the bottom open on that switch? No, it's not. I don't know what it does, but it does something. Right, well, as I say, there's a lot of work still to do in this. I might check the filter cap in the power supply over here. This biggie down here. I might check that one. But like I say, it was working, so it's one of these things here, if you start messing about with them too much, you'll be in all sorts of problems. And I can see the belt there, look, so. Somehow we've got to try and get a new belt on there, then hook it back over the wheel when we put the back panel back in. A lot to do yet, a lot to do. A lot to do. Yeah, I don't really want to be doing any cat bingo on this one, if I can help it. Oh, that's the microphones. I wonder what that funny rubber thing was there. Yeah, that needs a bit of alteration by the looks of it. But I think the hardest part is done. The hardest part of all is done, which is the mech. I think the rest of it's a servicing job and a big cleanup. I've got to stick all the plastic bits back on. So that's going to be revisited again. But at least, as I say, the mech's done. I've got quite a lot of bits and pieces I want to do to this as well. I want to repaint, because a lot of the paint's come off of the little piano keys here. All of this is worn away. So it only needs a little tiny bit of enamel dropped in there, then cleaned back off. All the rest of them is one over there, the stop key. But yeah, really, really pleased with progress today. That's going to be pretty much it today then, people. It's been a sort of, I don't know if it's a shorter one or not. I don't know, but we're still here. Mr. Laser Sound. Well, apologies for that, but my I didn't realise that my microphone had packed up. But yeah, my battery's just up there. So I think it literally just failed right at the very end. So anyway, thanks everybody. Catch you next week. See if I can find my Patreons one now. Bye for now.